Bum, 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 bum. Okay. See who we got going on here. There it is. Going to start out with some of the groovy comments that I get on this channel. They're awesome. You guys are awesome. You really are. In a huge way. Michael D says, my son graduated from Hewitt Trussville High School. A lot of good football players come out of that school. That's cool, Michael D. Small world, right? If you didn't see today's show, he's referencing Rickey Gibson, who is a defensive back, a cornerback, who just signed with Tennessee. They can't announce that he's officially signed until the 21st of December. However, he is going to be here in a couple of weeks. Hang on a second. So that he can participate in the prep, the bowl prep. That's going to be so exciting for those kids. They're in high school one day, and then a couple of days later, they're playing on the practice squad against Tennessee. Crazy. Ramander can't make it tonight, Rocket. Going to a bourbon dinner. Oh, so sorry. Not sorry. Of course you're not sorry. You're the Rocket Man. Keep the videos coming. Go Vols. Thank you, Bow Hunting. Appreciate you. Eric Mathis. I feel like you're about to introduce the next easy listening song for us to hear. Well, I might. You never know. Purple Einstein, his 24/7 sports composite score is 0.9035, which translates to solid 4-star. Yeah, I like that kid. I really enjoyed watching his highlights. Perp, I really did. Stoked to have him, and he really wants to be here. Plus, the cherry on top is Georgia didn't get him. Kirby probably PO'd that we got him. Oh, well. Poo-hoo. Oh, Stingray says, what a great recruit. This should have a good sign for other players who we're getting. The 23rd is definitely a good day, as it will be my wife and I's anniversary, Rocket Man. You shouldn't have any problems getting to 2,000 subscribers. As good as your content is, well, you're going to make me blush there, Stingray. Thank you, sir, and happy anniversary in advance. It happens to be my birthday on the 23rd, and I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers between now and then, just to give myself a little birthday present. Let me jump in the chat here. What's up, Rocketman? Nugs. Hey now, Stingray. Yep. Any transfer portal news break today? Hang on, I'm going to get to that in just a second. Cowboy Jabs, hi. Great recruit for sure. Stingray says, Rocket, what did you do before your Tennessee football content? I've been in media all my life. I started out in radio as a young wee lad. Then I was an actor for about 15 years, and then I went back and did morning radio for a long time. And with COVID and then the heart surgery, 3 years kind of made it crazy for me. and I had to go back to work. So I wanted to go back doing something that I enjoy doing, that I know a little bit about, and that is broadcasting. And so I created this channel. And I tried it about 5 years ago. Didn't work out so well. I was having some health issues, and then finally it ended up in a heart surgery. And so it's all good now. So it looks like I'm a YouTube guy, it would appear. And I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Thanks for asking, Nugs. Appreciate it. Let me just go knock off a couple of more of these comments. Wayne Starnes Gibson is definitely a good prospect at that position that we're in need of. In my opinion, most college-ready corner in this year's class is Jordan Matthews. He's the 159th overall player in the country, 6'1", 185, and plays high school football in talent-rich Louisiana. Both Gibson and Matthews are great pickups for the Vols. And Wayne, I appreciate that. I am I tracked his highlights down, and I'm going to put his highlights on the channel tomorrow. So thank you for reminding me that. That's strictly all you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Getting players. Dog Alcorn says getting players that want to be here is fantastic. You bet. Speaking of that, the guy, the tight end from UC Davis, his name is escaping me. No, it's not. Is McAllen Castle. All right. So this guy, I saw an interview with him, and then I read another interview with him. And this guy is so gung ho. He's like 6'5" and 245, right? Big ass tight end, and it just looks great. And he is so excited. They said, "Why don't you come on over here and see so you can visit?" He said, "Oh no, man, I don't want to visit anywhere, man. I want to come be a volunteer. I want to play for Tennessee." And that's great. I just love that attitude. And he's just beaming and smiling. And we're starting as a football fan base to see all of this stuff that's happening of the hard work of Heupel and his staff, because people are just starting to love Tennessee and respect what they're doing. Now, of course, you have your haters everywhere. There's going to be Tennessee haters, but that just kind of comes with the territory. But it's just so exciting. Just what he said there in the comments. It's just so exciting that people are getting excited about Tennessee football again. And I'll bring this up. I don't know whether you, I'll cover this in tomorrow's show. Dabo Sweeney, or Dabba Doobie Sweeney, as I call him, had an amazing comment. Let me just see if I can find that. I don't want to misquote him. Let me see. Boom. Where are you, Dabo? Yeah, here it is. He was talking about the Orange Bowl and playing Tennessee. It says Sweeney said Wednesday in Miami that why are they down there now? Are they down there now? They're not down there now. Sweeney said Wednesday in Miami, the setting for the December 30th Capital One Orange Bowl between sixth ranked Tennessee and 7th ranked Clemson. What Josh has done, we're quoting Sweeney here, Dabba Doobie. What Josh has done at Tennessee is incredible. I mean, I grew up watching Tennessee. He made Tennessee again. And that's good and bad, That's a hell of a compliment, right? Let me read that again. Josh Heupel made Tennessee again. Wow, that's awesome. I used to not like that guy so much. Now I want to date him. I know. Okay, maybe I took it a little too far. Tennessee, they're really talented. They've got a great scheme. Wait a minute. Dabba Doobie. You don't think it's a gimmick offense? I just chuckle when people say that. They've got a great scheme. He's got a great staff. I got a lot of respect for everything that they do. So what he's doing is covering his butt from all the South Carolina comments that he made after getting their ass handed to him by South Carolina, although it wasn't, admittedly. We got our ass handed to us by South Carolina. They just lost. So, but again, there's an asterisk there on that one, and we will never know what the hell happened. Sweeney goes on to say it's going to be a great trip, and the game will be an awesome game. I mean, this is, Tennessee. With these programs, to me, this is a playoff game. What he's talking about is the Tennessee-Clemson game in the Orange Bowl. This is a playoff game, and in a couple of years, it will be a playoff game. Both of these teams have been in the mix for the playoff all year, and both have had great years. Now, I'm just going to invite you to join me. Give him a little love. That was a great comment. He didn't have to say that. He didn't have to. Nugs, good thing the surgeries went well. Thank you, Nugs. Appreciate it. Tennessee content has been on fire this year. Glad you're doing some. Give me more to watch. I sure will. NB Jones, hi, Rocket Man. Go Big Orange. 3 orange hearts. Yes, I like that. I said NB Jones. It's Nate. N8 Jones. Devon Gardner. According to some sources, Castle would have graded out by NFL scouts to 3rd and 4th round. I'll take that. The guy's he's so excited. He said, man, I don't mind blocking because I know you're going to get me over the middle there, and I'm just going to go because it's so explosive. It's just refreshing to hear him talk about it. Stingray, Dabo is just sucking up to Coach Hype. Well, you're right. He is doing just that. Nate Jones, Dabo is a Bammer. He is a Bammer. He played Bammer. And that's what he's talking about in that article. I didn't read it all there to you, but he had talked about when he was growing up and when he was playing at Bammer, Tennessee, that was back in Tennessee's heyday, and that was, again, his reference about what Josh Heupel has done, has made Tennessee again. And boy, when you get that kind of respect from another coach, even though they're looking down the barrel, right, at the Orange Bowl, it's awesome. And I'm happy to report that. That's a great comment from him. Someone asked a moment ago, what do we got transfer wise? Let me just check it and see. Let me just refresh this. In the last 2 hours, voters wildly inconsistent with postseason recognition. Coveted transfer offensive lineman picks up offer from Tennessee. Let me see who that is. I think it's that community college guy, Robert. What's his name? Oh, no, this is someone else. Hang on. There is news. All right. I'm going to murder his name. Offensive lineman in the NCAA transfer portal. Rhode Island sophomore offensive lineman Johnny Cornelius announced Wednesday in a post on his Twitter account. I find that isn't that weird that they announce what they're going to do, where they're going to go on their Twitter account. God, the world has changed so much, right? He goes on to say, blessed to receive an offer from the University of Tennessee's Glenn Ellerbe, the offensive line coach, referring to Tennessee offensive line coach Glenn Ellerbe and head coach Josh Heupel. The 6'5", 310 Cornelius has piled up offers from at least 24 schools since announcing November 29th that he was entering the transfer portal. Auburn, Florida, Oregon, Penn State, South Carolina, Nebraska, Missouri, West Virginia, Syracuse, and the list goes on and on, are among the other teams pursuing Cornelius. Cornelius is rated a 4-star transfer by 24/7 Sports, where he's ranked the number 8 overall player currently in the transfer portal. Okay, now, Did I get this right? Coveted transfer offensive lineman picks up offer from Tennessee. Is that right? He's coming, right? If he's picking it up. Yes, he's coming. Picked up a scholarship offer from, well, hang on a second. I don't know how to read that. The hell? Okay, well, that's unclear to me. It says picks up offer. Is he just getting the offer or is he accepting the offer? I'm going to have to say he hasn't accepted the offer because this article doesn't say so. So there you go. So I don't know. But Kevin Pendleton joining Vols staff as assistant O-line coach. I don't know Kevin Pendleton. Tennessee football adds a commitment from, this was yesterday. We had a good Wednesday yesterday from JUCO offensive lineman Larry Johnson III. And this fella is a hoss. Holy crackers. 6'7", 345 to 365. He was a OL guy at Hutchinson Community College in Kansas, where Cordarrelle Patterson and Alvin Kamara came from. He announced his commitment to Tennessee football Wednesday night on Twitter. So there is a lot of good things happening around the Tennessee football program. Yay. Chewy Gad, I'm late. You haven't missed anything. Besides, you can watch it when you can watch a replay if you want. Glad to have you though, Chewy. Thank you. Nugs, they make announcements to say they have an announcement coming. Yes, they do. That's exactly what they do. I'm just going to go on Twitter and announce that I'm going to announce something later. Yeah. Pick up Just Eats. He received an offer. Is how I read that. Yeah, that's how I read it as well. I got a little too excited about that. Let's see if any of you are here and haven't subscribed to the channel. I would appreciate if you would do that for me. 2 days before Christmas, the 23rd, is my birthday. And I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by my birthday. Just trying to give myself that present. So I'm going to be talking about subscribers a lot between now and then. And I appreciate you. We had, I don't know, I think we got, how many subscribers did we add to the thing today? Let me just check it out. I think it was a goodly little amount. We're at 13, over 1,300 at the moment. Let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, we're at 13, 14. I like that. Thank you. Yesterday we were at 1279. And today we added about 30, I think. Yeah, we added 28 subscribers and we're at 14 now. Views on that. So it's cool. But anyway, I'm trying to get to 2,000. If you could help out, I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I do have an announcement to make. Started this little relaunch of this program. I'll tell you when I started it was back when I was leading the charge to try to get rid of Butch Jones. That's when I started this one, and then that's when I got sick. And so we just relaunched this season at the Kentucky game. I couldn't do it any earlier because the doctor said, you know what, you need to relax a little bit longer. And yeah. So we got online here, well, what it was like the day of the Kentucky game, right? Yeah. So we have 1,300 subscribers. Was that 6 weeks ago? 1,300 subscribers. And this very day, I was notified that we are official monetized YouTube partner. So I have you to thank for that. And I thank you so very much. It's awesome. And I'm humbled, and it's that I have a job now. And thank you very much for being a part of it and helping me out. Nate, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Nugs, we're unprepared for your announcement. You did. Nugs, I got to keep my eye on you. Nug says, we're unprepared for your announcement. You didn't announce it on Twitter. By the way, it's Nash Rockett with 1T Media on Twitter. So evidently I had too many letters and they wouldn't take my name is spelled with 2 T's. So just so you know, if you'd like to go over there and add me and follow me on Twitter, I will return the favor. I sure will. Thank you, Stingray, for the congratulations. I appreciate it. So it's been a hell of a ride. It's been awesome. And I again, thank you very much. Couldn't do it without you. Tomorrow, what are we going to do tomorrow on the show? Anybody got anything they want to see? I know that I think it was Wayne Starnes. Let me just see here. I think Wayne gave me the idea to do go get Jordan Matthews. He's supposedly really good. And I love looking at these highlights. They're just raw, raw college, raw high school kid talent, You can see where they have some work to do, but also you can see where they excel. And almost always they're the best player on the field, right? With regard to this Rickey Gibson beating Georgia, Harold Farquad says, beating Georgia for any defensive player is like a 2-score swing. Yeah, it is. Looking forward to seeing what he can do. The cool thing is that he might not even be our best quarterback in the class. Yeah, you might be right. That's what Wayne Starnes says anyway. Average Rando talking about McAllen Castles. His enthusiasm is almost as good as yours. Yeah, it is. I love my Vols, man. I love my Vols. Oh, Nugs. What? Nugs. Nugs, you're my first. You just got my cherry. Can you say that? Can you make that reference? I don't know whether you can or not. I guess I did. A little too late. Here is a super chat. Since you don't get ad revenue from me having YouTube Premium, keep it up. Enjoy your style. Nugs, thank you. Man, I appreciate that. Let me just give you some love back, my brother. I appreciate you. And I appreciate your comments and your participation in these chats. Now, I'm all new to the monetization process. Literally, I just got monetized today, this very day. I went to turn on my behind the scenes page so I could grab some comments, and boom, there it was. Congratulations. Nash Rockett Media is monetized. Oh my God. Official YouTube partner. That's awesome. Thank you. I did. I just got nudges. Stingray says where there's a receiver UCF at UCF that Coach Hype coached, and he has entered the portal. Yes, I did that 2 days ago. I talked about that 2 days ago. There are 3 or 4. There are a couple of defensive players and there are a couple of offensive players from UCF And I guarantee you a couple of them are going to end up wearing orange next year. Let me get back to Nugs here for a second because I want to really be appreciative of that super chat donation there. And let me tell you, if you haven't seen today's show, all right, there is at the end of today's show, I'm looking through all that information and I see this weird thing that looks like a rocket ship. It's a rocket. And I looked at it and I enlarged it and it's a freaking rocket camper. I mean, you got to go look at the show just to see that. It's so awesome. And I have decided that all my super chat money is going to go to that. To give myself a little happy so I can travel the country, take my beautiful photographies and all over the country and boom, there I am. And I'm going to buy me that stupid. I would like you to go look at it and see what you think about it. Now it's probably all stanky and manky and yuck inside. I don't know, but it could be. But man, it is sure cool. Wayne Starnes, thank you, sir. Congrats. Here's you some more nugs. Short for gold nuggets. All right. Thank you, Wayne. Brother, I appreciate it. And Wayne, I don't know how long you've been here, but I made the comment that I appreciate you bringing Jordan Matthews to my attention. And I have tracked down his highlights and I'll be posting his highlights on there tomorrow. So be looking for that. Thank you very much. And Wayne, I appreciate you a whole lot. You've been supportive from the very get-go, from the jump. Thank you so much. And this is, really kind of all new to me. I mean, doing shows is not all new to me, but the whole YouTube environment and that whole thing, it's just kind of crazy. But it's exciting. Somebody asked me earlier, what did I do before this? Was it Nugs? Is that what it was? I think we'll pretend it's Nugs. My always fallback gig has been photography. And many years ago, when I was a struggling actor in Los Angeles, most people, when you're an actor, you will drive a cab, you'll be a waiter, a bartender. I wasn't any good at any of that. So I started shooting headshots for people, for other actors and actresses. And I ended up, this is funny. You guys are of an age where you'll remember this. So remember the song Cherry Pie by Warren? She's my cherry pie. That song? Okay, well, that girl in there, Bobby Ann Brown, I got her started. My photography session my photos of her got her started. And I shot some photos of her and that got her a job with an agent, not a job with an agent, but got her an agent. And shortly after that, she ended up she was the original hairband girl. Okay. So, so from that point on, I was just swamped because I got so much attention from that. I was just swamped with photography jobs. I did Greg Louganis's Olympic poster back in '88. And I just did a lot of shot Muhammad Ali and did a lot of that stuff. Right. And so it's always been my dream is to just travel the country and shoot pinups. And now if I can get that rocket camper, I am on my way. And then I'll just do, keep my Tennessee thing alive. And yeah. But that floored me. The rocket camper, Nate says, it also kind of looked like a football too. Yeah, it does. It does. Chad Tinnen, like the show, glad I found you. Go Big Orange from Hohenwald, Tennessee. Where is Hohenwald? Help me out with that. I grew up in Memphis, so I'm a West Tennessee kid. Now, I haven't been back to Memphis, been back to Tennessee really until 5 years ago for a very long time, 50 years, right? So, but I've never heard of Hohenwald, Tennessee. Tate Hansen, things people say on Twitter is equivalent to the people you see in Walmart. Hey, man, come on. Walmart's got some good keto food. What else? You're not wrong. Nug says Wayne Starnes, yes, to tell my age. Wayne Starnes, 100%. Tate Hansen, kind of mid-south, middle Tennessee. Okay. Mid-south. Okay. Middle Tennessee. Gotcha. So within a little 70 mile radius kind of thing. Y'all ever hear of Purdy, Tennessee? The Sunken Grave. Oh my. That's quite the handle. Hohenwald is where the elephant sanctuary is located. I do not know the elephant sanctuary. I've only been back to Tennessee for about the past 5 years. I came back to Nashville I had a fairly large photography studio in Scottsdale for 10 years prior to coming here. And so I'm not familiar with that. And I was born in Cleveland, Tennessee, at Speck Hospital in Cleveland, Tennessee. Anybody know where Cleveland is? Anybody from Cleveland, Chattanooga area? My daddy, God love him, was raised in an orphanage up in East Tennessee on the North Carolina border. Murphy, North Carolina, which apparently is right over the Tennessee border. And my daddy would take me once a year. He would drive me up to Cleveland to watch the Bradley Bears, Bradley High School. Anybody know Bradley High School? Evidently, it was just a powerhouse all those years. And that's where I got my first introduction to football, was my dad bringing me all the way up to all the way from Memphis to Cleveland, Tennessee to watch Bradley County play. And then, of course, that was an easy transition into Tennessee, and that's where I got. And I'm talking, I was a kid. I was a tow-headed kid. Let's see. What do we got? Wayne says, I know exactly where Cleveland, Tennessee is. Nate Jones, shout out from Seymour, Tennessee. Seymour. Tate Hansen. Well, aren't you just lucky? I envy you. I don't know what you envy me about, my brother. Or are you talking to me or somebody else? I never know. What else we got tonight? Let me check the news here, see if. In the last half hour. I don't like hearing this. All right, let's give it a look. Here is the headline for this story from the News Observer. What the hell is that? No, I don't know what that is. After committing to Tennessee in October, Greenville, South Carolina wide receiver has decommitted from the Vols and committed to South Carolina. Bennett announced the news just a couple of minutes ago. Holy crackers. All right. Well, bound to happen. Man, first I would like to say thank you to the entire staff of the University of Tennessee. I'm going to leave you anyway. You're breaking up with me. And we didn't even take a bath together. Thank you for taking me in and believing in me. Thank you for the fan base, for all the love you've shown me. With the recent changes in the coaching staff, me and my family have decided to take a step back and reevaluate Tennessee and others. Tennessee will still be one of my top schools. The hell is that all about? Look, you either believe in me or you're not. With the recent changes in the coach, I said that already. Tennessee was still one of my top schools. Hurts my heart to say, but I will be decommitting from the University of Tennessee and reopening my recruitment. Long live Duffy. Mazio Bennett. I mean, ever since I first went up there, I fell in love. Bennett told Volunteer Country in October of why Tennessee was the right fit for him. Well, not even since I first went up there. I just felt the love from Tennessee. And finally, going up there and being out there a few times, I mean, it never disappointed me, honestly. And it's just a family atmosphere. Tennessee will likely continue to recruit Bennett. I wouldn't. We don't want you if you don't want us. And others have done since his commitment, as long as there's a 2024 class. That's the 2024 class. Okay. So not horrible. You'll be sorry because we'll find somebody else in this next year. So what do y'all think about that? Thoughts? Let's see, Nugs. Been sunny 75 all week. I even sweated today. Where you at, Nugs? Get out the pool tape. Was looking forward to seeing Mazio. Yeah. Rained cats and dogs today. Rained here for the past 3 days. It's going to be raining here in Nashville for a long time. About a week now. Looks like my parents live in Stewart. That's from Tate. Music for me, my Ohio State Buckeye buddy. Let me just say, I always save you a seat. Music for me. I always save you a seat. What are your thoughts on the college football awards? Well, you gotta like Coach Hype being the coach of the year, the SEC. Gotta like Hendon Hooker being the SEC player of the year. And you just gotta shove it about the Heisman. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. And there's very little empathy in the world left. There's just not much of it there. Duggan just won the O'Brien Award. Let me just say this about Duggan. Kid's a tough kid, right? But see, I think as TCU lost that game, I think Sonny Dykes lost that game for them. All right. Here you have Duggan, who has literally pulled his team on his back and come back to almost tie the game, right? And you're down on you're that far from the goal line, which was a horrible spot, by the way. It should have been even closer. And you're not gonna sneak that twice. You're gonna take it out of his hands. I just thought that was just a huge mental mistake by the coach. The coach lost that game for them. And I'm not a TCU fan, but the coach lost that game for them, and I felt sorry for TCU losing that because it was the coach. He made a poor decision. Well, Rocket Man, do they pay you $4 million a year to make decisions like that? They do not. But they should. And I would have won that game. Drurgo, Dr. Go. Is that how I'm addressing you, sir? Tate Hansen, Hendon gets hurt, and all of a sudden voters forget about him. Yeah. Well, we won't forget about him. Devin Gardner. We can find someone just as good. Chad Tinnen. Did Hyatt sign a new deal? That is what I understand, Chad, that he's signed a new deal with Hyatt Hotels, which is duh. That's just a no brainer, right? So you would think that because of that, he's going to stay. I'm sorry, my desk is wobbly. It's on wheels and I'm banging it around. So yes, I think he has. I think he's coming back because of that. Wayne, yes, Hyatt signed a new deal, but I still say he's going. Well, we disagree there, Wayne. Why? How would he? Why would he sign the new deal if he's not going to stay? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But explain it. I could be stupid. Tate, I have a feeling Hyatt will come back. Just have a gut feeling, mainly because of the new deal. Hey, let me just kind of throw something out at you, right? So this kid today, Rickey Gibson, he'll be here in a couple weeks. He'll be here in a couple of weeks, right? As will most of these guys that are going to be signing by the 21st. They will be here for the practice for the Orange Bowl. All right. And now imagine, and my understanding is that they get in and on the scout teams and they get a little action, right? Which is cool. And probably what's going to happen. Here's this thing that I had today. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. It's a little fantasy I got going. So Nico will be here, right? And they've got this freshman at Clemson. We don't know what he's going to do, but he did great the other night against who they play. He did great the other night against North Carolina, right? So I'm guessing that Nico is going to be the quarterback on the scout team playing against our defense, right? I bet he gets some action. I bet he does. I bet he does. What do y'all think? Am I crazy? That'd be fun, though, to watch that, right? I want to try to sneak up there. Keep my little eyeballs. Ooh, Nico. Ooh. I hope he's everything he says. They say he is. Yeah. All right. I saw something about Mpimba. Was it you, Wayne, that kind of put me onto him? And I went and looked and was going to get his highlights up. And then where's he going, Wayne? I think he's going to Georgia, right? He'd already signed with somebody. Hyatt's NIL got him a bunch of free rooms at the Orange Bowl to pass out to his teammates' family. Hyatt is gone. You really think so, huh? AP even let it slip today on VolQuest. Oh, really? Oh, okay. It makes sense. I have no grudge against him. He makes sense. He'll probably be the number one draft choice next year if he stays. But I get it. Go make your money, my brother. Sunken grave. What bothers me about the NIL is that players used to attend school in which they had pride in the school and program. I think now teams will have players playing only for the money. Absolutely no question. And I will say this. I would have more of a problem with it if we didn't have the best NIL setup in the country. These guys at Spire are really good. They are really good, and we're gonna at least be on top of that game for the next few years, right? Dr. Go. Yo, Wayne, do you think that tight end from UC Davis will be good? I tell you, I think he's going to be fabulous. I love his attitude a lot. And he's got the size, he loves to block, and he'll wait his turn. He'll block as much as he's called upon to block, just long enough to just sneak open there across the middle. I like that guy a lot. Let's see. Yeah, Wayne has responded to my question about Pimba. Yes, he committed to Georgia like I thought he would. Well, you the man, Wayne. You called it. Try to get you to do a video on Pimba because he's a UGA troll. Nugs, I don't think Hyatt's draft stock could be any higher than it is right now. Maybe. What if he comes back like Cedric? Gets hurt. He's gone. It's fine. Go get that bag, young man. That used to be something entirely different when I was young. The sunken grave. I agree, since they're best all of it. I don't know about Castles, about the NFL seems to like him a lot. I'm going to make one more check and see what we're looking at news-wise. And then I think I'm going to go have some dinner. I think. Let me just fire that up. Does anybody know anything about this Kevin Pendleton, who is apparently an assistant coach for the Vols now, assistant OL coach? Kevin Pendleton joining Vols staff as an assistant OL. Former Tennessee assistant offensive line coach Tyler Hudenick left Knoxville to take an on-field offensive line coach at South Florida. Hello. Colich is robbing the staff. Earlier today, former Missouri offensive lineman and assistant director of player personnel, Kevin Pendleton, announced he was joining the Vols staff as assistant line coach. Okay. Cool. So he's coming from Missouri. So he must have had some contact with Heupel when Heupel was there. That's probably the connection, I would think. I'm getting a little tired, and I was reminded that somebody said in my chat today that I sounded like I was getting ready to announce the next easy listing. So, yeah, well, sue me, okay? I'm a trained professional. I know how to speak into a microphone. Okay, Nugs, thank you so much for being the first person from whom I received money on my YouTube channel. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. And Mr. Starnes, I thank you for being the second. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I thank you all for participating. And I'll be doing a lot of these. And as I said earlier, if you're not subscribed, man, I'd appreciate it. We're trying to get to 2,000 before Christmas. And it would really be great if it was on my birthday. I would just like it for just a tickle. And yes, I will be doing a live and a show on my birthday. So, Ghost Admin, we'll be back in Middle Tennessee for Christmas from that Tennessee, North Carolina line you talked about. Nice. We all miss Nashville, especially around the holidays. Bring you some spirits, brother. I am there, Ghost Admin. Thank you, sir. Happy holidays back at you. And thank you. Happy holidays to all of you. And thank you for making this channel, number one, fun, and number two, successful. I thank you very much. Go Big Orange.